Hey guys, you might have seen that over the weekend my channel was hijacked by some Tesla crypto scammers. But thankfully, with the help of YouTube, I was able to recover it and revert everything back to its previous state. This is pretty embarrassing, but I can take a loss, so I figured that I would tell y'all all exactly what happened so that you don't fall for the same mistakes that I did. I'm going to try to do as little editing as possible unless I really stumble on my words, so just bear with me. So Saturday, September 7th, I got an email from a potential sponsor. I'm not going to say the sponsor brand because they didn't have anything to do with this, but just know that it was a pretty big brand. Obviously, I was excited about this, so I told them that I was willing to work with them. And for those of you who are not aware, whenever a sponsorship opportunity presents itself to you, a representative at some marketing agency messages you or emails you first. From then, once you agree that you want to work with this sponsor, they typically send you to another person who is actually working with the brand. And from there on, you do all the other back end stuff, like sign the contract, get all the files and all that. Well, that's what happened. So I get everything started and the sponsor ad sends me the media kit. The media kit is just the folder that contains all the logos, the stock footage, and the talking points that you need to make an advertisement. So I get it all started, I click it, and it just doesn't open. So I was confused and was like, maybe I downloaded it wrong or they sent me a bad file. So I emailed them and was like, hey, this isn't working. Could you send me another version so that I can see if it'll open? And the second I sent that, I got flooded with a ton of emails just showing all of my account information being switched. I got like a total of 10 emails in under 2 minutes. I watched as my recovery email was gone, my recovery phone number, my two-factor authentication, basically everything that Google puts in there to protect you just got taken from me in less than 2 minutes. So yeah, I was freaking out about that. It was really scary. But I did obviously what you would have to do in that situation. And I went on the Google recovery page and I tried to do the process. The only problem was that all of the information that I needed to get access back into my account had just been changed. So I couldn't do anything. And the only other option is to message Team YouTube or publicly tweet at them on Twitter. So that's what I did. So at this point, it's Saturday night. I tweeted at them and they replied pretty quickly. So that was cool. It made me feel a little better. And they said they were going to start looking into it. I didn't really get any updates after that because I'm sure they have a ton of people and they don't really make status updates accessible to you. You kind of just have to hope that what they're saying is true. Luckily, what they were saying was true, and the very next day I got an actual DM from them. And the conversation moved into emails where I just started the process of filling out different forms, telling them what happened, just all the stuff you would expect. So after waiting all day for them to email me back, they sent me another email that they were going to get me in touch with a specialist. And I just had to fill out a special form, submit it, and then wait again. I didn't get a response from the specialist until Monday morning. And I just spent all day Monday, pretty much from 11:30ish till about 9 p.m. just emailing back and forth with this person, giving them a bunch of special information that they use to verify that it's your account. And finally, I got control of my account again. It really sucked, but at the same time, they didn't delete any of my videos. They kind of just privated them, which I guess was okay. So I had to go through and make everything public again. I'm sorry if y'all got spammed. But yeah, I had to do all that. I had to change my profile picture, my banner, and then my handle. You can't just change a handle on YouTube. There's a waiting period in between times you change it. So I had to wait for YouTube to get a bunch of other stuff changed back for me. And then basically just go through and make sure that they didn't change any of the information for like the AdSense or, just any of that. Thankfully, only that account was compromised, and really there wasn't much on there other than just the login to the channel. So that made me feel a little better. My channel did take a hit because of this. I didn't get a strike or anything like that, but the momentum is a little stunted right now. I know we'll pull through, but it is going to be hard to get back to where we were before this. Thankfully, this is kind of an opportunity for me to also get something off of my chest that I've wanted to before the situation happened, but the situation was kind of just the final nail in the coffin. Look, while all this was stressful, at the same time it was kind of relieving because I've been feeling a little bit burnt out. Not in the sense where I want to quit doing any of this or I don't enjoy it, but more in the sense of just the pressure. The pressure of making a good enough video for 30,000 people. That it can get a little daunting. And at the same time, there's not as many stories or deep dive posts that I can go through like there were in the beginning when I had never been through the Reddit subs. There's only a finite number of posts, so at some point it starts getting thin. And that's partially the reason why I started doing icebergs, because it gives me like a break period where I can let stuff develop and I'm not putting stories or deep dives together that I feel could be a little more supplemental. So not having to worry about that for like a weekend actually felt kind of good. So I made up my mind and I decided that from here on out, I'm going to take a little bit more time to make videos. I just feel like I want to make cool videos like Nick Crowley and Nexpo. And I also want to work on my second channel. And I also want to stream. And I can't do all that because I'm still just a one-man operation. I am working on getting an assistant at the moment, but for the most part, it's really just me. And I want to do a lot on YouTube. This is my childhood dream, and it doesn't just end where we're at right now. I'm still going to be making deep dives and let's not meet reads and of course the icebergs. But I'm just going to give it more time to develop, which I think will be better for everybody. It'll be better for me because I won't be stressing about if this story or if this post is good enough. And it'll be better for you because I'll have a bigger pool of things to pick from. So I can get the really good stuff and put it into a video instead of like a couple really good things here and then what might be considered boring to others. So it's a win-win if you look at it that way. This is going to be a bit tough for me. So if you want to help me out, I'm not going to ask you for money or ask you to become a member. Just make sure that you're subscribed and leave a like on the videos whenever you watch them. I know it's really easy to just not think about leaving a like, but they do help out small channels a ton. Also, if you want to get to know me better and watch me do like YouTuber content, consider subscribing to my second channel, Cold Coffin TV. If that's not your thing, I understand. You don't have to. This isn't supposed to be a plug. I'm kind of just telling you what I'm going to be working on. So consider checking it out if that's your thing. If not, it's cool. I do have a video that I'm working on right now, but I want to take my time with it, so it'll be out in the next couple of weeks. Consider putting on your post notifications so you don't miss it, or just keep an eye out. I do also want to thank everyone who reached out to me on like Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, and Discord. I was freaking out for a good while, but with everyone messaging me and letting me know what was going on or giving me support, it took the edge off, So thank you guys. Anyways, that's all. I will see y'all in the next video.